Good morning. Most of you folks know me, but my name is, if you don't, my name is Robert Ward, and I'm running for mayor. As we travel through the community, one of the things that I realize is there are many questions coming about the population of Grand Rapids, and apparently did it grow, did it not grow, where are we? So what we'd like to do is do a presentation in this video that will show you how to access the Minnesota State Auditor's site very quickly and very easily, so you can get the information as to what the population is, has it grown, not grown, what's the tax base look like, and more importantly, what does the city of Grand Rapids look like from a reliable source where you're confident that the numbers are the actual numbers given to you by Rebecca Otto, the state auditor. So let's go through this. By the way, this is the same presentation that the folks from Grand Rapids Voice would put on for any service club to give them an idea of what we do at Grand Rapids Voice to assist them in finding information about their particular city. Let's get started. So as we take a look at the Minnesota State Office of the State Auditor, Rebecca Otto, how did I get here? Very simply, all I did to get to this site was went to Google or whatever your search engine is and type in Minnesota State Auditor. You don't have to have .coms, .orgs, anything. Just type in Minnesota State Auditor. And when you see Rebecca Otto's smiley face, you're there. If you go down across this bar midway through, it says Reports and Data. Now my trusty operator of the camera here will try and zoom in on that so that you get a better look at what we're talking about. When we look at the statement Reports and Data, that column, go down to Comparison Tools. Now it's going to say towns, cities, and counties, school districts, special districts, and so on. But for the purposes we're after, go to Comparison Tools. You can go to the other things later, it gives you all kinds of agreements, documents, and so on. But Comparison Tools are what we're after. So we'll click on that. And when we click on it, it gives us Town Financial Data Search. That would be townships like Harris, Arbo, and so on. City and county financial data. And for our purposes, we want to look today at city financial data. In that, we just want to go select a city in a year. Now the interesting thing here is it says 2014. Well, it takes the state auditor probably 3 months to get the year-end material all compiled and get it on this page. So what you're really looking at is the numbers as they appeared to the individual cities on December 31st of 2014, or more importantly, nothing happened over the weekend, January 1st of 2015. So these numbers are not that old. Any numbers for population that you might receive from any of these political candidates or anything else beyond this, you really have to question what is the credibility. These are the latest numbers, and I don't know of any censuses that have really been done that would change these numbers. So this is what you have. We go to this arrow, we type in, or we don't type in, we select Grand Rapids, and let's see here, they're here somewhere, Grand Rapids, Itasca County. And we hit the go button. Again, this is what the numbers look like at the beginning of 2015. Going down the list, Itasca County, Grand Rapids, Itasca County, 2014, population 11,114 people. Now the beauty of this site is you can pick any year you would like, back many, many years, and get the true indication of what that population was. You can also go through and pick a comparative city like Bemidji. And that's an important tool that's available here. But let's go on down and let's take a look at Grand Rapids. Where are we at here? Here we go. Okay, so there's Grand Rapids, and let's change this to 2013, or the beginning of 2014. Keep that in mind. Now, one of the flaws in the system is you hit these buttons that say go. It's important to check that the data actually changed, because when you hit one, it may affect the other. So you want to hit both of them twice and make sure your data is for the dates, the times, and so on. So in beginning of 2015, we had 11,114 people. In the beginning of 2014, the year before, we had 10,994 people. So what that tells you is the population increased from 2014 to 2015 by 120 people. As you go down, you look at our tax capacity. The tax capacity is the measurement of the tax producing capability of all the taxable entities in the city of Grand Rapids. That would be residential, commercial, industrial, and so on. Well, as you can see, at the end of 2014, that tax capacity was $8,622,574, $8.6 million at the end of 2014. At the end of 2014, or 13, the beginning of 2014, the tax capacity the year before was actually 9,339,266, this number. What it tells us is we lost, basically, appears to be $600,000 in tax capacity. What does that mean? Well, what that means is between the beginning of 2014 and the beginning of 2015, homes, businesses, and properties taxability, ability to pay property taxes, value of those properties dropped. So when you look at that, I think it calculates out to a 17% drop in residential, commercial, and industrial tax base. So as time went on, it looks like you have a growing city where in fact the city is receding. When we look at the next net tax levy, this number and this number, from 2014 to 2015, they collected $5.4 million in taxes. The following year, 2014, they collected $6,407,000 in property taxes. So it's $1 million more they had to collect to run this city. Even though you have a tax base that is shrinking, they had to collect almost $1 million more in property taxes. What does that tell us? It tells us that the city collected last year $576.55 just for the city, not for the county, not for the school district. The year before, they collected $596 per person. Excuse me, $496. What it tells us also is out of the 227 largest cities in the state of Minnesota, cities over 2,500, compared to Edina and Shakopee and Bemidji and Hibbing, we ranked number 37 in 2013 to 14, and we ranked number 24 from the top of the most expensive cities in the year 2014 to 15. So you need to go to the page. It's easy to find, and it tells you exactly where you are in population. It tells you exactly what your tax base is, rising or falling. It appears to be falling. That means businesses are closing, people are moving away, and the values of the properties are falling. There's no other way to interpret this information. So as we go down a little further, general government. The cost of general government in the latest material produced by the State Auditor's Office, general government shows we are number 3 at $277.58. This is to run the government office, basically City Hall and City Hall employees. The previous year we were number 25. That's one of the things that you can get from this. It also, if you drop to the bottom of the page, it shows you your total debt service. In the last numbers were 5.9 million. The year before that it was 4.9 million. That's a 20% increase in debt service that you, as a citizen of Grand Rapids, is paying. I'd like to go back up to this page, change this year to 2014, and I'd like to change this city to the city of Bemidji, because that's the nearest comparable city to the city of Grand Rapids. Now they are in Beltrami County, and we'll hit the go button there. Now it's important to check the numbers and make sure the numbers changed, so you might want to hit the keys a couple times, and here you have it. Our total tax capacity is 8.6 million again. Bemidji's is 9.2 million again, so their tax capacity is higher. Our tax levy is 6.4 million as a city. Their tax levy is 4.5 million. So their tax levy is 3/4 or less than our tax capacity. So it's important, I think, to also note that we have 11,114 people, and the population of the Bemidji is 14,376. Now one could say, well, they have 25% more people, so they can spread the load further, but remember, they do show you a per capita amount, and their per capita amount is 350, and ours is 576. So we tend to be on the high end here, the very high end. But the purpose of this video, folks, and what we had hoped to do in this video, is bring you the same information and how we find it that we show to the service clubs in Grand Rapids. The purpose is not for me or anybody else to interpret these numbers for you. The purpose is for you to look at the numbers and determine, is this what you expected? Is this what you wanted? And thank you for watching. Please look forward to additional videos. The next video we will be doing involves the League of Minnesota Cities and their connection to Grand Rapids. I hope you watch it, and I hope you get a chance to really look at the State Auditor's site and get the real story of all the cities in our area. Thank you for watching.